feeling shitty in my bed. Didn't take my fucking meds. Hyper pop up in my ears. Everything just disappears. Don't wanna be someone else, just don't wanna hate myself. Just don't wanna hate myself. Said I wanna feel bad. I'm on a sugar crash. I ain't got no fucking cash.
Hi everybody, it's me, Alphys. Welcome back to playing Doki Literature Club. And today, I'm finally going to be doing Day 3 with Yuri. Oh, I'm so excited. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings earlier. Well, last time, she seemed really upset. So, instead, we're going to be doing something new. We're going to be doing everything in her favor. I just love all the girls. So, let me get everything up and started for her. Let me pull up the thing. Okay, let's go. Tenacious. Look at you. Fulgent. Portrait. Determination. Existence. Whirlwind. After image. Oh, that's a Yuri. Oh, that's Natsuki. Fester. Massacre. Ooh. Incongruent. Extraordinary. Oh. Jumpy. Extreme. Alright, and let's see. Cage. And secretive. Philosophy. And disarray. Okay, let's skip ahead. This says, oh yeah, this is day 1, so. Skip. Alphys, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect people to actually put an effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? There's still better the first film you ever wrote than I like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve. You're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay. Yuri. Huh. Well, that was a new one from Natsuki. I'm just gonna go, Natsuki. Oh, wait. Let's keep skipping. Okay, now we're finally at day 3. Let's do this. Question. Vibrant. Secretive. Unstable. Intimidation. Unrestrained. Vivacious. Portrait. Agonizing. Whirlwind. Incongruent. Determination. Massacre. Uncontrollable. Meager. And... Oh, nightgown, that was for Natsuki. Oh well. Alright, let's skip. I'm keeping it short today so the editor doesn't have to worry too much. So, yeah. Let's just do this. Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was kinda just waiting for you.
That's the case. Why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Wait, isn't that where Natsuki is? Okay. I found while she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in as the teacher says, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please do mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping improve Alphys in the club activities? Involve Alphys in club activities.
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Alphys.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Alphys, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make them seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. You always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Alphys, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Alphys, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the table to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this rapidly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert at tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you notice. It was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very bad for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Alphys. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Alphys, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I think I know what she really meant, but we'll just not. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each one holding half of the book. Except this time, their bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading obsession, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, she looks so cute from these clothes. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time to reading of it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Aww. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. To her, just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Alphys.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
You were just helping. It's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book. I can tell just by the expression that she can't even, that even she can't focus now. My heart's pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. Sorry, that was... I'm a bit tired today. Yeah, I didn't wake... I woke up a bit too early. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I'm notice her chest is rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parted her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, come on, Monica! It was supposed to be fun. We were having a good time. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Alphys, you can help Yuri put away the stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Oh, gosh darn it, Monica. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we easily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, let's go to Monica. Skip.
This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with the style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. When she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in the bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but, well... There's
not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying.
Skip. Let's go to see Yuri. Skip. Let's go to Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alphys, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swells. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated about me writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's okay with you. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Alphys.
That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing.
But now I almost feel I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me.
I Just a moment.
My timidness appears to disappear. Oh boy, let's hope Natsuki doesn't get too mad. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Okay, we can keep skipping. This is gonna take a while. I'm so glad I managed to get this recording in. This should go a lot smoother for my editor, considering how short, or compared to this is. Well, how short this is compared to the last 3. Okay, let's walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Okay, let's save here. Okay, finally. Okay, now that that's over with, I can finally end this off on a good note with only about 20 minutes. Yes! I hope that the editor doesn't have to do too much, or jump cuts or anything. I don't think there has to be any jump cuts, so I think, yeah, I can stop here. This should be a lot better time for my editor. I will see you all very soon in the next video where I do day 4 with all the girls. Alright, this is Alphys signing out. Bye bye!
Hit the ball,